Hey everybody, Karen from Ask the Spirit Guides. I hope you're doing well today. So many of you know that we are starting a 30-day challenge, journaling challenge on August 1st, 2026. August 1st, 2026. And this is a challenge where everybody's going to be writing, anyone who wants to do it is going to be writing a letter to their spirit teams or communicating with their spirit guides once a day for 30 days and then see what happens. So, excuse me. I'm like here belching and I put a call out on post to see if you guys had any questions for the lead team regarding this challenge, because I thought it would be kind of interesting to ask them, like, how powerful is this challenge? And so you guys had amazing questions. We don't have a ton of questions on this. We've got about 17, so this will be a slightly shorter conversation. But for those of you who want to know whether or not participating, it doesn't cost you anything to participate. Of course, you could buy one of our journals. They are set up specifically. In fact, I should go at the end of this video, I'll go grab a couple so you can see them if you haven't seen the inside of them. But you don't need one of them. If you don't have a lot of money, you don't want to spend any money, that's totally okay. You may want to join our newsletter. The link is in the description. Because we'll give out the directions in the newsletter, and we're going to be setting up maybe a weekly touch point during the challenge as well and sharing some things, and I'll probably be talking about it here as well. Okay. But if you want to, one way to support our channel is to get one of our journals, which are also in the description below. But again, you can just use paper. You don't have to, have anything fancy. Okay, so let's go ahead and ask. Well, I have a little prayer. We'll ask the lead team, but here's what your questions were related to. So we have questions about communicating with spirit through journaling. Many of you asked how journaling works in this regards. Who we're actually communicating with, whether writing strengthens our connection, which is kind of interesting, and how to make the most of this practice, even if you're just not doing it with us as a community, but just doing it on your own, I think is, we'll see what we can learn here. So, all right, I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides, guardians, the lead team collective, and only those of the highest and purest light, and ask Archangel Michael to please protect my channel, your channel, the lead team collective, and our community, so it is all of the highest and purest light. Amen. Hey, lead team, thank you so much for being here and partnering with us. Really appreciate it. And thanks to all the spirit teams that make up the lead team. If you're not sure, it's been a while since I've talked about it, and we actually are going to have a conversation soon. I did a call out with some opinions about the lead team, and there was like 322 comments. So we're going to be doing an episode about your comments regarding that. But if you're wondering what the lead team collective is, they have given me their name on a pendulum. I said, they're made up, the collective is made up of all of our spirit teams of people who are in this community. So you got your individual spirit team, I've got mine, everybody else has theirs, and they then form the lead team collective. Now, they have told me, and I know many of you have heard this already, but for those who are new, I just want to reiterate, they have told me that some of your spirit teams will automatically be a part of it, okay? Some of your spirit teams are waiting for you to give them permission to be a part of the lead team. So if you want your spirit team to be a part of this conversations, all the conversations we have here, then go ahead and right now and just say, I would like you, just to ensure that they are part of the answers that we're getting, okay? If you don't want your lead team or your spirit team to be a part of it, ask them not to be, because they may automatically be. And if thinking you want them, I don't know how they make that decision. We will talk about that. I'm going to do a separate episode on that. Okay. So we'll figure it out with them, because I've never done a full episode on just the lead team. So we'll do that coming up soon. Okay. So lead team, they're giving me lots of yeses. Okay. So, lead team, we've got questions here about the 30-day challenge that we've been doing in the community, the journaling challenge with our spirit guides. So, first question, do we need to be specific about what we're asking when we are journaling? No. I will clarify that though. Do you already know what we're thinking when we are journaling? Yes. Okay. If we have a request, though, is more specific the request is, the better? Yes and no. Yes and no. I think what I'm trying to get at is the free will aspect of our requests. So, yeah, that's a whole nother video, a free will, you guys. We should do a free will. I need to write that down. Free will. Because I need to understand it better in terms of their communication with us, what they'll support us with. Every episode brings up another whole thing we have to explore, which is great because I'm learning so much. So I think so the free will thing, I wouldn't worry too much when you're journaling. Just do your best, but I think we have to be somewhat clear on what we want, right? Is it more the outcome that is good to be clear on? Yes. Okay. So we have an outcome like I would like to live in joy on a regular basis or every day, or I would like to experience whatever. Okay. So is it better for us when we're journaling or requesting things, your assistance, that we discuss an outcomes? Yes. And then let the specifics be divine timing and let the specifics come as they may? Yes. So I'm going to guess that so that's why they said, so the first question was, do we need to be more specific when we're asking? And I think that's what that's getting to. So they're saying no. And I think they said no the first time, right? Yes. Okay. So that's my understanding, is the more we talk in outcomes and then just let the universe deal with how it's going to be. Like, just say you were like, boy, I'd really like to do what Karen's doing. I'd like to connect with a group of people the way Karen does. And I'm just using that example, not that you would want to, but you know what I mean? Like, I'd like to have a YouTube channel and share what and just communicate or have a community or whatever. Then, rather than you deciding on the timing and rather than if something is not coming to you naturally that you get excited about, then just let the idea sit until that happens, until you act. That's the whole point of this journaling thing. And then in fact, I would say the first time we journaled, the 30 days, I didn't get past day 2 because they had given me such a clear answer to one of my first or second day journals that I spent the rest of the 30 days responding and incorporating what they just told me. I was like, I got excited. I did this whole thing. So I didn't even make it past day 2. So that is a real possibility, and that's fine because you may get the answer right away. And I happened to that one time, and so we're just following the guidance that you get then on how to do something. And by knowing, you'll know because you'll feel excited about it. If you don't feel excited about the timeline or you feel stressed, that's not, they're like, stop trying to force it, stop trying to force it. Yes. And sometimes we force things because we want or think we need an outcome quicker than it's, if the outcomes don't come as fast, is because the universe knows that if the outcome waited a little bit longer, it would be a better outcome for you. That's how I feel about it. So would you agree with that, lead team? Or, you don't have to agree just because I said that. Yes, they would. Okay. They know not to pick up on energy of my biases. So yes. Okay. Wide swing on that. Thank you for reminding us. Okay. Does talking to spirit really help? Yes. Wide swing. Okay. So is the 30-day challenge something, well, I'm guessing that you guys are the ones who inspired the 30-day challenge? Yes. So these ideas don't just come from our human. So this was inspired to encourage a regular practice of communicating more with our guides. Yes. Very cool. If being debt free is not in our Akashic records, is there a point in us asking for it? Yes. Is that because now our free will says, I'd rather be debt free? So if we ask for it and it's not in our Akashic records, is it going to be possible for it to happen for us? Yes. That is why timelines change all the time. That is why timelines change all the time. And we just got done talking. I just got done right before this. It posted last night talking with Michael Jackson. And at the end of that conversation, we're talking about life plans and soul contracts and how those are really designed, and that it's all coming together. It all makes sense. You'll have to go listen to that. I will post it right here. If you missed it, the Michael Jackson conversation was great. Okay, because it was, your questions were great. Is writing down our thoughts better than meditating? Yes and no. So does it depend on the human? Some humans find it better to meditate. Yes, some people find it better to write. That would be me. Yes, I'm way more patient getting downloads through writing, like automatic writing, and I can do that, than I am through meditation. They're saying yes. They're like, yes, Karen is way more patient through writing. So that's why I like the 30-day challenge, because it'll just motivate me to just be regular with it. Otherwise, I'm not that regular with it, So I'm looking forward to it. August 1st, you guys. Okay. And again, if you are going to get our journals, you'd want to get them now, because it may take a little while to get them. So you'd want to get in there, and again, the link below. I do have printable journals too that you could get, and they're a little less expensive, the printables, and you have much more choice you could do different pages or whatever. So the printables, if you waited till, the end, then you could get the printables if you wanted. But okay, let's see. So writing down versus, well, the question here, I guess for me, is writing down more powerful in terms of a response we might get? No. Okay. Well, when you meditate, do you give requests when you're meditating? I mean, yes and no. I guess it depends on the person. But I think you're more likely to have requests of the lead team if you had a structure like that, the journaling structure. Yes. Okay. Maybe you could journal and then meditate to get the answers. That kind of would make more sense to me. Yes. All right. If we feel like I don't meditate to get the answers, I just wait to be inspired. And if I'm inspired to do something, I'm going to do it, If we feel our thoughts have been answered, do we need to continue journaling? No. And I think the thing with this question is need. I think they're going to respond to yes. So they're never going to tell you need to do anything, So yeah, it's totally, I think that's free will. And, if you feel like you don't need any more, if you're at a point in life where you're like, you know what, I just trust my guidance every day, I don't even need to ask anymore, more power to you. That is awesome. That is such a beautiful place to be, in my opinion. So that's great. Yes. Do you like hearing from us? Somebody wants to know. Yes. Do you like it when we do this journaling 30-day? Yes. Okay, again, they gave me the idea to implement this. So yes. All right. Very cool. Great question. Do you like hearing from us? I love that. Are we really talking to source when we are journaling this way? When we are, because the way my journal, and you'll be prompted to do this if you don't have one of our journals, you'll just write Dear Spirit Guides. That'll be the way you will address them. So you're like literally writing to them. So are we really talking to our spirit guides when we do that? Yes. Really wide swing. If so, should we talk directly to source? No. Can we talk directly to source? Yes. So the question was should, right? So you can talk to whoever you want in the spirit world, I'm guessing. Yes. Very cool. So it doesn't have to be like, even though we're prompting it, just because what we're doing is strengthening our relationships with our teams, our spirit teams. That's really the goal here, is to strengthen your own relationship with your spirit team. Your spirit team has a role to play in your life, and they want to play it. They want to play it. I know this because we've asked all these questions, okay? So I don't know that because I'm being told directly, but it's just I was told, through the rods, okay? Okay, I'm not even going to say it that way. I was told by Spirit using these. When people say the rods answered wrong or something, I'm like, it's not the rods answering. So it kind of demeans it a little bit. So I just wanted to make sure I was clear on that. So, they want the relationship. So they want to be a team that works with you. That doesn't mean you can't branch off, obviously, but why not strengthen the relationship with you, the team that is like dedicated to working with you, like never leaving you, dedicated to working with you? Why not? Like, why start branching off until you have that strong base? Your team will let you know when to branch off. If they will actually bring in other people if your requests are too heavy for them, or not too heavy, but higher vibration that they need to, pull from other places. So would that be an accurate description, lead team? Yes. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. I only say very cool because every time, like that thing I just shared with you was not planned to share that way. It was just how I'm interpreting what I've been learning over the last year and a half of doing this with you. So I love that I'm getting that kind of interpretation, It's feeling that felt right to me as how I've been interpreting that. So that's why I'm like, very cool. All right. And of course, if that didn't feel right to you, you're going to change it and take what feels right to you. That doesn't mean that's right. Okay. I'm never ever going to say that what we're talking about here is the way, because it's not. There's many, many ways and lots of gray. Okay. So always, always, always follow your own team and your guidance, your intuition. Let's see. Do we have specific guides for different areas of our lives, such as financial freedom or companionship? No. However, so we have, okay, let me clarify for people who haven't listened to videos about spirit teams. This is my understanding, and again, there's probably other ways to look at this, all right? But this is what the lead team wants us to focus on. For whatever reason, I don't know what that would be. If spirit teams and other communities are different, I don't know, okay? But this is what they have led me to understand. So we all have 2 spirit guides, correct? That, yes. And these spirit guides are assigned to us at birth. There's more to our spirit teams actually, but these 2 spirit guides are assigned to us at birth, correct? Yes. These spirit guides will shift throughout our human lives as necessary, depending on what's going on and what kind of support we need. Yes. Now, we also have a guardian angel that we are assigned to at birth. Yes. And that guardian angel never leaves. Is that correct? Yes. we are also assigned, believe it or not, you can believe it or not, doesn't matter. These two are a little harder for me, but I go with it because they tell me. And it came from Diana Cooper's Golden Future. Are we each assigned a personal unicorn and a personal dragon? Yes. And those stay with us our entire lives as well. Yes. So our consistent spirit team throughout our entire life is the guardian angel, unicorn, and dragon. Yes. Is there any others? No. But the spirit guides will shift depending on what we need assistance with. Yes. So again, take it or leave it, but that is very consistent. They've been telling me that in this community every time we ask the same thing since we started for a year and a half. Okay. So, but if that doesn't feel right to you, that's okay. It doesn't have to be that. In fact, so the question was, do we have specific guides for different areas of our lives, such as financial freedom or companionship? So they're saying no. However, the spirit guides do shift. So we don't have like a financial freedom spirit guide. No, we don't have a companionship relationship spirit guide specifically. No. But you may reach out to, if we have a really big hill in front of us, that we really have to raise our vibration significantly to get to financial freedom. And that is a goal that we have, and we ask for it. Yes. Then some spirit guides may shift to work on that, raising that vibration to get to that financial freedom. Yes. See, this is my interpretation. I will ask them, but financial freedom, I mean, it can be brought about a number of different ways, but a lot of people want financial freedom like tomorrow, right? It doesn't necessarily come along that fast unless you're going to switch your vibration to the match of that financial freedom. Your vibration has to match whatever it is that you're hoping to have in your life, which is why some people have financial freedom and lose it because they lose the match to it. So they lose their vibrational match to it. So it's all manifesting stuff, right? So, but if you just think of manifesting as the vibration, and then you have to hold that vibration, which is why it's so important to take care of ourselves, our mental health, what we expose ourselves to. I'm getting that more and more, learning, which is why I'm less and less. I keep going back a little bit to the political stuff here and there, but less and less. But I still get pulled into the 3D every once in a while, because sometimes I think it is important for us to stay grounded in what's going on in the 3D. So we'll see, what comes up, but it depends on how you can hold your vibration around it, So lead team, you don't have to agree with me if that was not correct, but I'm fine. Would you explain it that way? Was that an okay way to explain that? Yes. Okay. So let me know if you have other questions around that. Does it matter if our focus is the divine, our higher self, or angels rather than specific guides? No. Again, they want to develop the team. Our guides, our angels, our dragon or unicorn has a specific role to play, and they want to play it. Yes. So I wouldn't, just try not to bypass them, because they, I wouldn't want to be bypassed if they agreed to do this with you, in your life plan. But what I'm doing is I'll say to my team, if there's others that could be more resourceful for me, that would help, could you please go find them? We don't have to be that specific, let them find them. Is that an okay? Because yes, the really wide swing. Okay. That takes the pressure off of us to feel like, well, I'm not asking the right person or the right spirit, or I don't like that. I don't like that pressure, So yes. Okay. Very cool. Should we journal? Now the question is should, so I might have to change that, but should we journal whatever comes up first, Or should we all focus on the same thing as a community each day? Oh, good question. Is it important? Do you, lead team, want us to focus on one thing that comes up as a community each day? No, but I had not thought about doing that. So that's a great question. Would you rather that people focus with their own spirit teams about their own individual lives during this challenge? Yes. Would you want us to ever think, because again, I never got that download, but somebody did. One of you got it. Whoever asked that question, you got that idea. So maybe that's an idea for you to follow. However, it's in my area. It's in my vibration now. So meaning it is something we could coordinate here. It just depends on if it comes up again as I get sparked with inspiration about it. But would you want us at some point to do a team? We could call it a team, a community challenge. 30. Okay, so they're saying yes. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. I don't know how many people would want to do it. And because we'd have to come up with 30 topics. And obviously it would be for humanity. I think it would have to be for humanity. But do you guys want to do a humanity challenge? Why not? That would be fun. What if we did that? What month? Would we want to do December? December's kind of a spiritual calm down. Now it depends on what part of the world you live in, but okay. Well, let me know, you guys, in the chat. That's interesting because we could do that. We could do one in December or something. That would be community based. Wow. Okay. Yes. Can the lead team help us actually do the challenge? Yes. Now, this was actually specifically asked by one person. Okay, so I'm going to ask on behalf of that one person. So lead team, can you look at who asked that question? Okay, can you help that person? So can you help me, this person is asking, actually do this challenge? Yes. Would you like that person to specifically ask you right now for that, for the assistance on just doing it so that the person finds joy in doing it, basically? I'm asking that on your behalf, but you'll have to ask it the way you want to. Yes. Whatever you want to get out of it. I would just stick to something general though, help me find joy in this process, or, help it be effective, or in this way, or whatever, however you want to ask it. Do only our spirit guides hear or read our daily written messages? Yes. Is that because it's who we're writing them to? Yes. So if we don't write specifically to Source doesn't, Source will hear it because Source hears, yes, okay. We're all part of Source. So, but if we don't, let's just say, because we recorded with Michael Jackson yesterday, if we're writing to our spirit guides and we're not writing directly to Michael Jackson, will Michael Jackson hear our daily message? No. Okay. What about another angel? What if my sister and I are both doing the challenge and she's got a guardian angel and I've got a guardian angel? Will my guardian angel be able to read her messages for the day? No. Okay. I don't know. But is it because they're busy working with, their people? Yes. Okay. So they have to focus too. I'm assuming they got to focus their energy, even though they could be aware. Yes. So they could be aware, but the focus has, yeah. Interesting. These are great. Okay. A couple more questions. Are angels, ascended masters, and other members of the divine also aware of our written messages each day? No. Again, unless we specifically ask. Yes. So if we specifically talk to Archangel Gabriel or whichever ones, if we specifically mention them, will they then be aware of our message? Yes. I mean, even if we just write, like maybe our message is to our spirit teams, but then we mention archangels or whatever, then their awareness will be brought to your. So right now, because I just mentioned Archangel, is there an Archangel Gabriel? I'm not even sure. Raphael is who I meant to say, but I have a feeling there probably is. Right now, they're like, hello? So right now they're hearing me. Would that be accurate that they're, yes, look at that really wide swing. Okay. So like every day in our prayer, we touch base with we touch base with the lead team. So now they're all here. We touch base with my Archangel Michael. He protects every time you hear that. He's protecting you because I've asked that. Okay. So his awareness, but otherwise, if I don't say that prayer that day, is Archangel Michael paying attention to me? No. He's off somewhere else, paying attention to wherever he needs to be. Yes. Okay. Great questions. Is there something special we can do to make them all aware? Yes. Do we just need to request it? We just have to request it. Yes. Is it necessary to do that? Like, will our requests be activated in a broader way, in a more dynamic way if we do that? No. Okay. So, because they're not going to interfere, basically. They're not going to interfere in they're not going to interfere in divine timing and all that, but that you still need to request things though, because if they don't know you want it, then let it unfold. One thing, like I told you, I wrote the second day, and then by the third day I'd gotten the answer, and I'm like, whoa. Okay, so I did all whatever it was. I can't even remember what it was because there's been so many things. But let's just say I go through all 30 days this time, and maybe they want me to go through all 30 days this time to get very clear, and maybe I do that, and then I don't get the inspiration for one of those 30 days for a month. I'm just going to trust the divine timing on that, and let it unfold the way it needs to unfold. Trust. You have to trust that what you're requesting is going to unfold. Because if you're not going to trust it, you're going to lower your vibration. If you get frustrated about it, you're going to lower your vibration. So you want to get to a place where you're just trusting that process. That's how I feel about it anyways. Okay. And I guess the lead team's agreeing with me. You don't have to agree with me, lead team, but I'm only knowing these things because these are things they've told me. So it's really them that has handed down that information. Okay. Does writing down is there something special we can do to make them all aware? Okay, we did that one. Does writing down our thoughts and inner dialogue with our guides strengthen our connection? Yes. Yes. But again, it does. Earlier they said yes and no. It does depend on the person, because if you're meditating, are you having that dialogue? I don't know. Like, it just depends, like they're like, yeah, you are. Okay. So it just depends on how active you want to be. Okay. Last question. Does this include writing down our dreams? I mean, it can. Yes. I mean, it can, especially, this is more specifically writing letter, but part of the process, which you will discover if you're in the newsletter or have one of the journals, because it's explained in there, that part of the process is you do a morning pages, like writing, you're going to write 1 or 2 pages of just what's on your mind that day. And that's what sparks what letter you write to your guides. So it's daily. It's like what's on your mind that day. Okay. And it could include your dreams then, so. All right. Well, I didn't know how this was going to turn out, but I found this fascinating. This was very helpful for me. So I hope it was helpful for you. So sign up for the newsletter, get your journals ready, and we'll get started on this August 1st. It'll be fun. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.